Hi everybody, welcome back to the channel. This is Master of Command. I've heard a lot about this game. This game is made by a YouTuber called Armchair Historian. And he creates a lot of, well, him and his team create a lot of historical history videos going over different wars and whatnot. And this one takes place in the Great Northern War time, so around the mid 1800s and early 1800s here. And there's various campaigns you can play. I've played it a little bit. I have 7 hours on hand here, and so far it's really good. I'm not the best tactician when it comes to this age. I kind of just I put my guys in a line, set off a few volleys, and based on what the AI is doing, I might go in for a charge, but I don't really know the best tactics for this, so I kind of really just want to get in here and kind of take a look at it. Now, when I have played, I've really played as the Prussians. I don't have the Swedish or I don't know what that one it was, but I accidentally clicked on it, so now it's taking me to Steam. But yeah, that's besides the point. I think I'm gonna play as the British. I think I'm going to play as the British. Is it France? Oh yeah, here's France, okay. De Sobis? I don't know. Irish Fusiliers, Royal Recruits, Row Grenadiers? I don't know. I don't speak French. The French pronunciation is interesting. Okay, so you have two different armies here for the British Expeditionary Units. The first one, under General Granby, has one British Light Dragoon Division and one British Foot and a Highland Foot, so I'm assuming Scottish. They get spears? Field implements. A mark of rank etched into brass and steel, not just ceremonial. These double as weapons and inspire troops to follow the bearer. So yeah, you see those bonuses down there. Veterancy gain, 20%, so that's how fast your troops level up. And I believe the British Foot is one step above Royal Recruits. So, morale +8. So, when you're getting hit with artillery and volley fire from enemy infantry, that's just how slowly your morale goes down. Because when you lose troops, your morale goes down. And then morale goes down a lot when you're getting charged at or charging in melee. And morale recovery, of course. Say you retreat your men because they're getting hammered by grape shot or something. Bring them back behind the lines. They'll gain some morale back. Put them back in there in a different spot so they don't all die. Max range. Range and accuracy, I've learned, is very important in this, just because muskets only most of the muskets in this game only have a really good range up to 150 yards. Anything after that, it's a stretch. So you got to get in as close as possible without putting your troops at much of a disadvantage, because if you get too close, you're just walking while the enemy's just firing at you. You have to stop moving to fire. You can't fire on the move. I wish you could with the skirmishers. There's so many different skirmisher units in this, but you can't move while firing, and it's kind of annoying because that's what skirmishers would do. They would move and then probe the front lines, shoot, run away, or they would do that to the flanks as well. And then cavalry pistols, accuracy and charge, yeah. It's all the same thing. I think I might go with the Hanoverian Corps here. That's not how you say that. Yeah, it is. Hanoverian Corps. Corps, whatever. We get 2 generals. Well, we got a main general and then Karl Wilhelm von Braunschweig. He has a few bonuses. Von Sprochen, Friedrich von Sprochen. He has Hanoverian Foot, so from Hanover, which is in Germany. Which is in Germany. Why does Britain get, well, maybe allies, I suppose. Landmiliz, which is just a German land militia from Hanover, yeah. And I guess these turn into this, or is it this like Okay, different colors, but they're the same thing. So these probably are skirmisher versions of Hanoverian foot. And then we get one Hanoverian cavalry. Yeah, very interesting. Hanoverian Corps and the British expedition. Rule Britannia. Win the campaign as Britannia to get the subsidy troops. Which is Heinrich Wilhelm von Wutgenau. He's get Brunswicker Grenadiers, Hessian Musketeers, and Subsidiejägers. Subsidiejägers? I don't know. These offer, oh, they offer the same thing. Okay, subsidy of $10 daily. New brigade cost plus 20 bucks. Okay. So yeah, I think without further ado, I kind of want to get into this. And I'm going to use the, oh, there's Austrians as well. Habsburg, yeah, Austrian. Von Lacy, von Ludon, Prussia, gets Anhalt-Dessau. Do not ask me to pronounce anything Russian. Friedrich von Hohenzollern, and then Christian Karl zu Stolberg-Geden. I don't know, but anyways, yeah, I kind of want to get into this. Without further ado, I kind of want to use the Hanoverian Corps, just because they have just more men. Not to mention, ooh, that's pretty good. Casualty recover 30%. That's pretty good for the early game. But yeah, I think without further ado, I kind of want to get into this. We're gonna go. Not new. I kind of want to go no modifiers, Colonel, because this is just debuffs, and I don't want to get anything. It doesn't give you like in battle debuffs or buffs, but the veterancy gain is so kind of overpowered. If you get a full corps full of like veteran foot or whatnot for the British, it is really good to have. Allow coalition armies. I'm probably gonna keep that. Recommended to turn off historical armies. So historical armies, if you're fighting against the British, you're only gonna face British foot. But in reality, in most of the time in real life, especially if you're going after somebody like the Holy Roman Empire, they have so many different like troop types in real life and in the game, that if you go against them in here and you have historical armies on, you're not going to face as much of a diversity. But if you have coalition armies on, you might get a few Holy Romans, you get a few Habsburgs, a few Brandenburg, maybe even a Swede or like a Russian foot. You never know. But I kind of want to turn that on and turn off historical enemies just for more kind of diversity and more fun. And Iron Man mode, just turn that off. Historical AI personality, as high as the personality profile. Who cares? Let's get into it. Here we go. I'm excited for this. It's gonna be the first game I have on my computer now that I have a potato laptop. I'll tell you what. So here we go. Raid Saxony, suppress Brandenburg, and protect Hesse. So there's different rewards that we get for each one of them. This one here, intercept 4 convoys. We get the reward of Schaumburg-Lippe artillery, so we get an artillery battery. And then if we raid 4 settlements, we get shoot and scoot doctrine, which is shoot and kind of move. Oh, okay. Okay, yeah, that's pretty good. Suppress Brandenburg gets us, if we raid 3 settlements, we get Royal Horse Guards, so that's the best cavalry, isn't it? Dismantle 5 slums is infantry focused doctrine, which is important. Look at that, veterancy gain and recruitment bias. It's great. The von Roth Hussars join your army if you secure 4 encampments in Hesse. And then Field Hospital Doctrine, which is 15% casualty recoveries. Part of me wants to do... I want to do suppress Brandenburg. No, raid Saxony. I want that. I want artillery. Here we go. Dresden and the Lispa were coming. The British Hanoverian Corps is coming. Did the British really even have a Hanoverian Corps in real life? I don't know. I couldn't tell you. So the first thing I want to start off with, I want to change Hanoverian Cavalry, and then I'm going to change the foot. I'm going to change that to just infantry, Oh, my caps lock is on. No, it's not. Oh, everything's just capital. Infantry first. That is not a T. Infantry first. Infantry second. This is just for on the battlefield. I'm able to organize way faster. I'm able to organize way faster. There it is. First, second, third. And I'll do that for cavalry. I'll do that for artillery and whatnot. So we have a few bonuses here. We have a Hanoverian horses, gives us 10% accuracy and move speed, so I'll immediately add that to our Hanoverian cavalry here. We get quartered musket balls, ammo consumption plus 20%, but you get plus 10% range and 10 accuracy. I'll give that to my first corps. Regimental staff surgeon gains 30% casualties recovered and 10% veterancy gain. So I'll give that to my second corps. And we have a liege carbine, which has a 33-second reload rate, 92 accuracy, 11 range. What are these ones? 21 range. Somehow the reload's better on the liege carbine than it is from the worn musket, but that's the only thing that's better about it. So I kind of want to just forget about it, really. It's terrible. The liege carbine's awful. I'll give it to my third corps, just so they can shoot faster, but it's actually terrible. And because they have less range, they're probably going to get hit a lot better, so let's give them morale. Because they're probably going to take more casualties because they have to get closer. Stamina and move speed, I'll give that to these guys again, just so they can move into range faster because they only have that 11 range. We start off with a good amount of money here, 1,500 reserves. But let's input these upgrade points to Braunschweig. Let's see. I really like the idea of army veterancy gain, just so we gain something faster. The general has. I'm just gonna put all points into veterancy gain, but the general, you'll see him on the battlefield. He's basically his own cavalry unit. Let's get into it. War is upon us. General, your army stands at the frontier. Though modest in size, your forces are disciplined and in good order. A nearby depot lies ahead. Lightly defended, will serve as a starting point to begin your campaign, though you'll need to press onward soon after. The land is open, the roads clear, ideal for seeking out skirmishes and encounters. Engage patrols boldly, even those larger than your own. Their troops are of a lower quality, and their spoils and equipment will serve your army well. Reiterate your progress. Yes, King. Supply cache. Your grace, a lightly guarded supply post lies before us, but a handful of enemy stragglers stand watch. Within its walls are captives and stores of provisions and powder. If we should strike swiftly, we may seize one part of the stock, or free the prisoners, before the guards can muster defense. Our scouts report their strength is slight, and our men are confident the fight will be ours. I'd like the ammunition, just because we only have 200, which is awful. In fact, it's not ideal at all. Battle of Salkwitz. We face a Cossack cavalry and then 2 regiments of recruits. Let's get it. I am nervous about our first battle here, but we have the advantage, we have the quality, and we have that 1 unit of cavalry that can attack theirs right off the bat. So once we load in, we'll get into that. Here we are, deployment phase. They're all in the middle here. We have this town. If they come to us, I want to defend this town. The first corps. So we'll have all the infantry here. here. The general, I'll have him ready to go. I'll put the cavalry on the left flank, as far on the left flank as they can, because I want to have them kind of hit, like come around and do a little hammer with them, and then anvil. See if we can get that going. I kind of just want to get into it here. Put our infantry in the town. General can go here, protected by the houses. Perfect, they're moving in. Let's get that cavalry over there. And you can see where the arrow is. The arrow's pointing where they're facing. So the arrow's pointed to the top right, northeast. So that's where they'll go. If you go left to right, they point up. If you go right to left, they point down. Okay. What's the range on it? I have no idea what the range on these guys is, but surely we'll have the range advantage. Oh, 150. Oh, this is the range, and this is the accuracy. That makes more sense. Okay, so you see this circle? This will provide morale boost for all the men inside that circle. So we'll do a couple adjustments here. Just get them facing a bit better. Now I want as much men on the front line as I can, so I'll spread these guys. Now the farther you spread them apart, the more susceptible they are to charge attacks. The charge attacks will do a lot more damage to a lightly packed front line than they will a densely packed front line, of course. I'm going to rush that 3rd Corps into position here. The first shots are already going out. And I'm going to have this 3rd Corps stop moving and engage. Oh, our cavalry are getting gonna get hit here. Let's have our cavalry go in against their Cossacks. Perfect, that bar got all the way up to. This bar here is basically, once it gets to the top, that's momentum. You see that there. We're winning. You gotta keep an eye on that morale though. The morale's going down a bit faster, so it's okay. Look at those kills. But man, we're losing a lot, yeah. Oh, great volley. Charge after them, go after them, I mean. Don't charge. Cavalry 1 here. I want to make sure these guys get damage to them. I'm going to see another volley here. If they shoot, look at them getting ready. Devastating, devastating. I want to charge in our cavalry to this retreating line here. And then a flank. Probably not the best there when I charged them right when they got their volley off, but that's okay. We'll envelop them because of how wide we made our line. That's kind of why I did it as well. And our cavalry in here doing work against this retreating force of frontier recruits. There's the shatter there. Are these guys coming back? They're coming back. Cavalry are coming back. All right. Okay, I want these guys to stop chasing after them now. I want them to get on the hill, not charge after them. Okay. These guys are exhausted. I want to get in a tight line here. But I gotta get them out of the way of this 1st Corps. They're charging? Yeah, they are. Alright, we're charging the infantry on this side too in that super tight square. See if we can get these Cossacks to break a lot faster. Yeah, look at that go down. This first brigade, look at that ratio. 179 to 39. That's the shatter, or the retreat, and victory. I think that was a solid first victory. Although, looking back, I should have pursued that enemy cavalry with my own, but instead I chose to break it off to shatter that retreating infantry division. So, it's just something to learn by. Something to learn by. It's not bad. Not bad at all. Battle of Salkvitz. Oh, look at all the stuff we got. And then one inside. That's the upgrade point that we put into here. And we can take stuff as well. We can take ransom, so that's $75 and a good amount of ammo. Reservists and casualty recovery plus 10%, and then veteracy 937 and then 94 provisions. Veteracy does sound good right now, but I want reservists. We didn't lose that many men at all. Got a couple of promotions. Now some upgrades cost promotion points. So let's see here. Yeah, we lost the most cavalry, and that's it. I think we only lost a handful of anything else. We'll do casualty recovery and replenishment, just because once we get to like the mid game, we'll be taking a lot more casualties. Second Corps, I'm gonna give them charge resistance and then melee damage received minus 50%, just because I like to have the Second Corps in like the middle, and sometimes those get charged a lot better. And then I'll give them spontaneous as well, just for that same kind of reason. Uniforms, that's just selling stuff, and then morale and move speed. I'll give that to the First Corps, haversacks. This is for artillery. We don't have artillery at the moment, but that's ammo consumption minus 10% reload too. That's not bad. Okay, but yeah, I'll show you what that part was. This is the upgrade tree. At least, yeah, this is the whole upgrade tree for what we got here, what we're able to use as the Hanoverian Corps. Each country is different. The British one will look different. The French one will look different. Prussian, etc. So, subsidy recruits turn into, in this case here for the cavalry, Provisional Cav, Hanoverian Cav, and then Hessian Cav. The foot, subsidy land milits. We'll go to those now, or if, here we are. Subsidy recruits, land milits. This went left to Hanoverian foot, veteran, and then grenadiers. And then subsidy Jaegers seems to be middle of the road there. Hessian, musketeers, veterans, and grenadiers. Brunswicks. And then that's that subsidy field artillery. Battalion and field. Okay. That's not the worst, I assume. Okay. We'll go to our first town here. It's day 2. Alright, what do we need really? We don't need anything? Redcoat recruits, huh? This is that redcoat tree, that British tree. Highland foot, we got British veteran foot and British foot guards, which are, let me look at those stats. 60 morale, 15 charge, 30 melee, 50 accuracy. Reloads 30 seconds too. Absolutely insane. Part of me wants them, but I can't even afford them. That is expensive. You know what though? The subsidy land milits. Oh, you know why? Because these are tier 2 troops. And this is tier 1. Tier 2 as well. What's tier 3? Hanoverian foot, $850. We have stuff to sell. I'll do that because I don't have artillery right now. These two, that's all you do with them is sell them anyways. And then this one musket, no reason to hang on to that. So now we have $566. That is not bad. Let's kind of go off and find our next bit here to do.